the potential investment in Manchester United, British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe, we know about that. His company Ineos is involved in talks for a 25% stake. This is all what we already know. It's a hugely lengthy process, though. So what I guess we want to know is what's the situation right now? Who the investor is that's been speaking about today, and what have they had to say?
Well, look, as you said, this whole process has been going on for almost a year now. I think we are getting close to the end. Everybody expects that soon it will be announced that Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos are going to buy around 25% of Manchester United, and that will get them control of the sporting side of the club. Now, one of the club's biggest shareholders has been speaking to the Financial Times today. His name is Nick Train. He runs UK fund managers Lindsell Train, and they own about 20% of the Class A shares in United that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And he basically says, I'm in the dark as well about what's going on. He says this whole process has been extremely convoluted and lengthy, but he goes on to say, I've got to assume that we're closer to some sort of announcement or crystallisation of value, but who knows when or quite what shape it will take if the rumours are correct. I've no basis for knowing if they are or not. So even somebody who owns 20% of the shares in United, not the super voting shares that the Glazers own, although I think he owns about 20% of the shares, he only has about 1% of the voting rights. But even he is in the dark, and he's saying today that this whole process is convoluted and very lengthy, and even he doesn't know if we are reaching the end game as far as Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos are concerned. OK, so I say we've all been talking about Jim Ratcliffe, but are we still talking about Sheikh Jassim? Because is he still in the picture? Where does he fit into all this? Look, he's not in the picture. OK. I think there is a lot of chatter on social media about people assuming or maybe hoping, those who support his bid, that he will come back and try to buy Manchester United again. But there is no indication that he's going to do that. The information we have is that he remains a Manchester United supporter. And even though he's not trying to buy United anymore, he wishes them well. He hopes that they're as successful as possible. He has disbanded his bid operation because, you know, mounting a takeover bid for Manchester United is quite a complex operation, and it costs a lot of money. And his bid lasted, 6, 7, 8 months. He had to pay all the lawyers and the bankers. So it cost him millions of pounds, but he's absorbed those losses and he's walked away, and he wishes United well. But of course, the reason he didn't buy United is he couldn't agree a price with the Glazers. He was offering around £5 billion. They wanted around £6 billion. We're told his proposal was debt-free. He was going to clear the club's debts. And we're also being told that he'd put aside £1.5 billion to invest in infrastructure. But that is all gone. That is not going to happen. He has walked away.